Damn, even the white people flipping him off.
He's not getting a warm welcome.
I, and say your name, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
Oh, you can tell he's mad.
the Constitution of the
He's mad. He ain't been that mad since Code Pink interrupting him at
No
the
shit.
dinner.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Derp State. Hope you had a fantastic day. We had a hell of a show lined up for you today because we been screwed. And a shock to not most of us. I'm a shock to some people, but not to me. The Democrats caved because they're spineless cowards funded by foreign governments, which we will go over. We're going to try and watch how we talk about this foreign government because every time we mention this foreign government, our videos don't get any views. So we were going to try and tiptoe around this topic as best we
call it
can.
Schmitz's
But it's
wheel.
going to be very, very difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
But we are going to call this out for what it is. Okay. Our government, I don't think, is run by. It's not run by our politicians. Okay. It is not run by our politicians. We give another country tens of billions of fucking dollars, and in return, our government gets kickbacks. That's what's happening right now. So we're going to talk about how the Democrats caved and the reason I think that they did. Then we're going to talk about something that kind of I went down a rabbit hole today. There's a massive rift on the right. Me and Mike have been calling this out for a while because I never understood Donald Trump's base. Because you have the ones that do everything for Israel, like Ted Cruz, who literally said he got into office to help Israel. And then you have the people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, who have massive audiences who do not like Jewish people. So that's Donald Trump's
put it
base,
lightly,
and it is about to implode on itself. They're actually calling people like Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes not MAGA. I have a video of that. And then we're also going to talk about, basically, they've replaced Charlie Kirk with a little clone. I've talked about him before, named Brylan. The whitest name ever, dude. Brylan Hollyhand, some 19-year-old punk who's going around trying to tell people how they should live their lives. What? Doesn't even look like he's ever shaved yet. Like, this is how bad it is. Then we have a video of Ted Cruz, who we all know is deep in the pockets of this country, calling out the anti-Semitism on the right, which I was shocked about because all they've been saying is all the anti-Semitism is coming from the left.
Yeah.
Now, this is, Project Esther. Have you heard of Project Esther, James?
It rings a bell, but I can't think of why.
It is the blue and white country's plan to completely eliminate anything they see as anti-Semitic in the United States. So this other country, that's why we have mass surveillance and people like Palantir. And it hit me that because they were originally, we were worried that they were going to use it to go after us because they're saying we're terrorists and blah, blah, blah. And we support Hamas and all that stuff. But then I started thinking about it but the real anti-Semitism is all coming from the right. So they are going to be targets as well. And I just don't think they realize that. But Ted Cruz is calling out the anti-Semitism coming from the right. We also have Ben Shapiro, who is
An idiot.
stepping in to help replace Charlie Kirk. We know where he stands on the subject. We also have a video of Mark Levine saying some wild-ass shit. So, yeah, we have a really good episode. I have a ton of videos, and I hope we're going to be able to get through it here in the next hour or so. But let me just show you how Donald Trump's day went.
Oh, I love that for him.
Beautiful. That is the best picture I've seen in a long time. Yeah, he did not get a warm welcome. Sorry, let's talk about it, man. Democrats suck.
Yes,
Republicans suck, but the Democrats also suck a lot.
You said Democrats, and I'm not going to kid you. My dog just farted, and it smells
It's so appropriate.
Oh my
It's
god,
so
that's
appropriate.
awful, dude. What did you?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh, I
might
forgot
be
to.
making faces, so bear with me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
my
that's
other
bad.
dog's that. I forgot to mention Donald Trump also would like the Commanders to rename the stadium after him. Jesus Christ. First we have the ballroom, then we have the Arc de Trump, and now he wants a stadium named after him.
And he wouldn't even come up with anything
Unfucking-
cool. He would just call it like Trump Stadium, and that's it. That's all. Because it was always like Trump Steak, Trump Airlines, just Trump Stadium, Trump football, Trump ball. That's what we call it. Trump ball. People.
Well, he actually completely bankrupted it was another football league back in the day, and he was the reason. He was the sole reason the entire league went under.
Shitty ideas.
Like everything he touches dies. Everything he touches dies. But anyway, he did not get a warm welcome. He's not liked in DC. Speaking of DC, Mike and I will be in DC. I'm dragging Mike out of Long Island down to DC where we're going to be broadcasting. I'll be there from the 20th to the 23rd. We will be live on the 22nd for the Remove the Regime event, and the Dropkick Murphys are going to be there, and we will be front and center to broadcast all of it for you guys. So if you would like to help us out, we do have a small GoFundMe set up. It is in the link tree in the description of this video or on our channel page. If you'd like to help out, that would be fantastic, because the Soros checks they're not coming. I don't know if I didn't fill the paperwork out right, or I didn't do maybe I didn't do the direct deposit. Like, is it ADP or like?
I think he's only doing Zelle now. So if you don't have Zelle, you're not getting.
I don't have. See, that must be the problem. I'll look anyway. I'll look into it. They owe me some
no
money.
Zelle, no Soros check.
Right. So all right. So we have 8 people who betrayed the entire nation. Because of 8 people, food stamps is going to get destroyed, because that's the goal. Project 2025 is that's the whole goal of this, is to destroy any kind of social programs whatsoever. I mean, to me, this proved, I don't know if you agree, James, to me, this proved that they're willing to use hunger as leverage. They're willing to starve Americans just because they're poor. They don't care about poor people. They're willing to, listen to what I'm saying, they're willing to starve Americans just to get their way. They held the entire nation's food money hostage. I don't understand why more people are not upset about that. Like, it pisses me off to no end. People are like, if you've never been on food stamps, congratulations. That means you've never been poor enough to be on food stamps. You know how goddamn poor you have to be to get food stamps? It is struggle. I've been on them. I've been on it myself. You know what I mean? It's helped feed. I was a single father, and it helped feed me and my kids. You know what I mean? I had 2 kids that I was raising. So it is what it is. But congratulations. Or you were poor and your dumbass didn't apply for food stamps that you probably could have got. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, getting back to this. Also, medical insurance is going to be fucked, because all they did was, for 40 days plus, they shut down the government, longest government shutdown in U.S. history, and all they got out of it was another 30 days to negotiate more.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck were you doing for the last 40 days? You could have been negotiating. You know what I'm saying? But no. Now we have 30 more days to negotiate something that the Republicans are going to vote against. They hate the Affordable Care Act. They've been wanting to gut it since Donald Trump's first term. So why would you even give him the extra 30 days? But I have a theory as to why. But let's play.
Before you dive into your theory, because I want to,
please.
There's important things to also know. I mean, yes, obviously your theory is, I totally agree with it. Can we bring up the picture again?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we need to keep in mind that Americans have the memory of a goldfish with severe TBI that plays football and just got off the field after being tackled head first into the field goal pole. That's the memory span of American voters. So we need to chat. We need to lock in right now. These people right here, these 8, these are the enemy. These people should never know a moment's peace. They should not be able to walk our streets without someone following them at the bullhorn to heckle them like crazy. They should not be able to order a goddamn hoagie without wondering if someone did a haktua on it, okay? These people should never, ever feel comfortable in polite society ever again. That is the betrayal that they have done to us. Now, let's talk about, just really quick, starting with Tim Kaine, who was Hillary's running mate, and my God, he has turned out to be a disappointment.
Right.
So with Tim Kaine specifically, he is not up for re-election until 2030. 5 years from now. Okay. Now, what's
How
going to
do you spell his name?
happen? Last name with a K instead of a C. So with him, he's going to do a lot of unpopular stuff between now and then the next two, like the year, like 2028, 2029, he's going to start honing in. He's going to be a little bit more chill. We can never forget this. Now, Shaheen as well. She's retiring. Okay. Maggie Hassan, she's up for in 2028. Fetterman up in 2028. Durbin, he's also retiring. Crathen Cortez Mastow, whom I worked on her first campaign to get out the vote in Vegas in 2016. We got her fucking molesty, handsy ass elected. I don't know what it is with my fucking union, though they always choose the most corrupt politicians. Between her and Curran Price, I'm never taking my union's opinion about another elected representative ever. Like they have the worst choice in candidates. Rosen, also Jackie Rosen up in 2030. Angus Keane also up in 2030. So these people, can we go back to that picture real quick? So these people, our targets, we need to put a bullseye on each and every one of them. And we need to start thinking about who's going to run against them.
Metaphorically speaking.
No, I mean literally speaking, but we're going to fight with ballots, not bullets, because that's what we on the left do. We don't fight with political violence. We defend ourselves if we have to, but we don't fight with political violence. So yes, I mean it not metaphorically. I want a bullseye on every single one of them to primary them into unemployment. No violence. They just need to we need to get them out of office. So we need to think about who's going to run against them. We need to think about how they're going to fundraise. We need to think about how we're going to knock on doors. We need to think about how we are going to phone bank for them, how we are going to write letters, how we are going to constantly hound these people day in and day out to make their lives miserable while they are in office. That's what we need to start thinking about. Lastly,
I voted for this fucking
people. Now the last thing here is that these people, again, Kane, 2030, Hassan, 28, Fetterman, 28, Durbin, Shaheen, both retiring. These folks are not up for a long ass time, and two of them retiring entirely. If there was ever a time for them to actually have courage, this was it. So in the time when they could have been brave, when they could have taken a politically risky vote and potentially the American calculus would have forgotten about it by the time it's up, they chose to do the exact opposite. They chose to appease the fascists. They chose to go along with the enemy. And here's the craziest thing is that them doing this, they don't even get a guaranteed vote on the ACA. Right? This is what I was texting you guys in the chat. Let me see where. So this was tweeted by Burgess Everett, who tweeted out, because this was documented, witnessed, said, Senator Durbin went up to Leader Thune, I don't know how you pronounce that weirdo's name, during the vote last night to tell him that on the shutdown vote, an ACA promise. So again, the Democrats were promised a vote on the ACA later in December.
Right.
An ACA promised that, quote, 8 of us are sticking our neck out that you're going to keep your word. I hope you will. Thune said, I assure you I will. So think about this. These Democrats were willing to stick their neck out for a Republican. When was the last time they stuck their neck out for Medicare for all, for raising the minimum wage, for taxing the rich, for jailing Trump? When was the last time these Democrats did anything for us? The simple fact is these people hate us. They do not care about us. They are not there for us. They are there for their own interests, which, wait a minute. Hold on. Do we still have it? Wait. They are still here for Jeremy. What are they here for, Jeremy? Who do they really represent?
I can't say. We won't be able to.
Schmitzreal.
Rhymes with a Schmitzreal.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I just looked up Jackie Rosen. Holy fuck. Dude, this is like, look. Every single person we've talked about, I have pulled up on AIPAC Tracker. Fetterman's been in office for 2 fucking years, and this guy has taken over $300,000 in lobbying money. Jackie Rosen from Nevada, $2.3 million, guys, okay? This has nothing to do with being against Judaism, okay? Nothing at all. We've got to stop calling this being anti-Semitic every time we say something wrong about the blue and white country. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying?
And to jump in on that point, because literally to equate Judaism with Israel is anti-Semitism. It's exactly what the Nazi right does, because
Yeah.
they love to take every horrible thing that Israel does and say, see, this is what these people are like. That's not the case at all. So all of these people like Jonathan Greenblatt, the ADL, and all these morons trying to equate Israel with Judaism are they're the ones doing the anti-Semitisms. It's insane.
It's getting out of hand. It honestly is getting out of hand. I've personally walked the halls of Congress. I live streamed that shit. I don't think I was supposed to, but I don't know. So I'm sitting there live stream, dude. I'm
January
telling you,
6th.
any politician you want, like 80% of the politicians in the Senate and the House are on that website and have taken money from the country with the blue and white flag. Period. I mean, that's who's running this country right now. We are not in control. Trump is compromised on a level we've never seen before. Our politicians are getting kickbacks for supporting another country who lives better than we do. They literally live better than we do. Right now, you can fill out an application online, convert to Judaism, and get a free trip to the country on the house. And then if you want to stay, they'll give you citizenship. They're giving cops from the United States citizenship. That's real. They're actually targeting our law enforcement officers. Says, hey, look, come over here for like vacation and stuff. We'll take care of you. We'll give you fucking dual citizenship. Like our government is compromised completely. Even people like Eric Swalwell, big old blue and white flag shit hanging out front of his office. I've personally walked the halls of Congress, and I knew immediately who's running this country because that flag is everywhere in D.C. I mean, everywhere. So anyway, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and talk about I have a couple videos. I do have a couple videos here.
And I think
One
these
is
are
of
some of
Dick.
the text I was sending you too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one of Dick Durbin, who is trying to give an explanation as to why he sided with Republicans. And I just showed you exactly why, because they were told to. They were told to knock it off and reopen the government and let Donald Trump do whatever he wants. That's how it is, man. These people have personal reps that call them all the time. Like, this is serious. I'm being dead serious. Okay, this is not conspiracy theory shit. This is stuff that's really happening. Here's Dick Durbin giving his bullshit reason.
Many of my friends are unhappy. They think we should have kept our government closed indefinitely to protest the policies of the Trump administration. I share their opinions of this administration, but cannot accept a strategy which wages political
he doesn't
battle
believe this shit,
at the
so.
expense of my neighbor's paycheck or the food for his children. Mr. President,
fuck
I yield
off.
the floor.
Right, bro,
doesn't
you're
believe
rich.
that.
You're rich, okay? Your neighbors are not struggling. Fuck off with this. I did it for my neighbors. Fuck you. You didn't do it for us poor people. You didn't do it for anybody. You did it for a certain country that you're absolutely loyal to and in the pocket of.
Marching orders. Yep.
I'm sorry, man. We have to call this out because if we don't, it's just going to get worse.
And that's the other thing about this is that all the sacrifice that everybody was willing to make, because the blame went rightfully to the Republicans, not the Democrats, because the Republicans were the one willing to shut down the government in order to cut people's health care. Democrats were saying, no, we will fund the government if we get health care.
Right. That's it.
People sacrificed. They had to tighten their belts. People weren't able to get food. People weren't able to get health care. People weren't able to travel. People had their flights canceled. People weren't able to. Businesses were not able to get their government contracts. Funding went on. Well, I mean, the funding is a mess right now, but a lot of scientific projects were not able to get funded. Federal government workers were furloughed and not got paid.
Yeah.
These were the sacrifices Americans were willing to make in order to get our health care back.
That's it.
And
We
the
were willing to
Democrats
do it.
fucking caved. Not him. He wasn't affected by it. He still got his paycheck. He still got his food. He still got his fucking government
Everything.
health care.
Right.
I guarantee you, any flights he was on, those were the ones that were cleared when air traffic controllers happened to be there.
Of course.
He was not affected. None of these Democrats were. We were. And they caved. They betrayed us. This is political treason. This is an act of political war, and we need to start acting as such.
I 100% agree with what you just said. I'm sorry. Okay. The time for being nice is over. Like me and James were talking about it, and I'm going to try and put this in the nicest way possible. But we don't want violence. So what happens? Like, if you put everybody's got a breaking point, okay? So what does the wrath of a person look like that doesn't want violence but has been pushed so far that they're willing to commit acts of violence? You know what I mean? I don't think these people understand that we're not just the pushover blue hairs, you know, with the nose rings and all that stuff. Like, we're pissed off, and there's a lot more of us than there are of them, and I think you're starting to figure that out. But anyway, going back to this bullshit, just spineless, gutless cowards. Like, I'm so sick of watching my government just corrupt. Just everything's performative. Like, I almost feel like this shutdown was planned
Cory
out,
Booker,
and then they were just going
Cory
to.
Booker, king of performance theater. He didn't even.
Thank you. Right?
Insane.
You did that shit for what, 27 hours or whatever the fuck it was, and then you ended up voting with the goddamn Republicans. Like, what is the point? What is the point? If you're not going to fucking stand on business, then don't give us any hope. Like, stop. That shit's fucked up. Like, if you're going to be like, we're rooting for you, and then a couple days later you're turning around and just stabbing us in the back, that's fucked up. I would rather just you shut the fuck up, get out of the way, and let us work.
It's like,
honestly,
it's the most ultimate emotional abuse. Here they are. Every single time the Democrats get power, they say, oh, we can't do anything. Vote harder. So then we fucking do. We deliver a blue wave landslide on Tuesday last week. And this is how they repay us. Like I said,
right.
War, and
read the room.
Firing shots back.
Right. Read the room. There are very few Democrats that are not paid off by this country. AOC is one of them. Bernie Sanders is another. There are a few. If you go to the website, it is just APAC or trackapac.com, and you can actually look at the ones that you should endorse that are not receiving money, that are running for office or running for re-election. I highly recommend taking a look at it.
And you said you're
really
going to
open your eyes.
You're going to play the video of Democratic Senator Shaheen, right?
Yep, that's the next one. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, play because I got some other stuff on it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's two different clips, so let me play that real quick.
But unfortunately, we've got, after 40 days, we've got, as you pointed out, air traffic control that's a mess. We've got government workers who are not getting paid. We've got people who can't get food. We've got mothers and children who can't get their WIC benefits. And so we need to end that suffering. And this is only the first step. So let me be clear. No one in the Senate chamber wants to extend the ACA tax credits more than I do. I introduced that legislation in 2019. I fought successfully to pass it in 2021 and 2023, and I am 100% committed to getting this done.
100% committed to getting it done, and then she turns around a few days later and goes back on her word. I am sick and tired of this shit, dude.
I'm 100% committed to getting this done. By the way, I fold.
Right. How much money? Oh, okay, good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, just I changed my mind.
So there was another interview of her with, I think that's Aaron Burnett. I can't tell on CNN, where her quote says, quote, hopefully the Republicans may hear us.
Bro, like, what are you?
Wait. I want to hold on. I want to read that again. She says, hopefully the Republicans may hear us.
I like that.
So let's go. And then one other thing. Angus King also was interviewed on MSNBC. I don't know who it was, but he says, quote, standing up to Donald Trump didn't work. Who says that? Who says this kind of bend the knee, hackney shit? I am so fucking mad. I am so glad that I have hair to pull out of my head. That's how mad. I'm going to be bald by the time we get to the end of this fucking New Year's. This is insane talk. Standing up to Donald Trump didn't work. It was working.
Right. It was working.
At him.
They had the population on their side. The Democrats had the population on their side. Everybody saw what the Republicans were doing. They saw they were full of shit, and then they just caved.
And then they caved for nothing. All of the suffering that they put us through was for nothing. You want to talk that Shaheen was talking about people not getting their WIC, people not getting their SNAP. That's on you for being too fucking weak to stand on business and say we are not opening this Gestapo government unless people get their fucking health care as well. I swear to God, this next episode next week, I'm going to be bald because I'm going to pull my hair out.
It's
Anyway.
getting to that point. Yep. Oh, somebody wanted a motivational quote. I actually have one. It's ironically enough, it's from George Orwell. But it's in the age of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. That is my favorite quote of all time. Yeah, so hopefully that
The
helps.
chat is saying also to blame Schumer. Absolutely. Schumer.
Oh, I
needs to
agree.
be out.
I agree.
Yeah, we're not
He's-
disputing that at all. We're just specifically targeting these folks because I think they're going to get less attention than Schumer will. And I spent probably a good hour or two today just calling all of my senators, all my Congress people, and then of course calling the hateful 8 traitors there, calling their offices, leaving them voice messages, and I called Schumer and said the same thing. But we need to make sure we focus on what we can accomplish. And Schumer resigning is the first thing. These folks are item number 2.
Yeah, we've got to get these. They're not okay. Progressives, Democrats are not the progressives. I think we figured that out. Okay, they're center right at this point, if anything. Okay, they're just corporate politicians who put profit over people. And that is the problem with capitalism. Okay, they're more concerned about making money because they're partying at Mar-a-Lago, eating fucking crabs, lobster, shrimp, oysters, just having a ball.
Yeah.
While we are freaking the fuck out because tens of millions of Americans don't know if they're going to be able to eat or even afford medical insurance in the next.
Their Great
month or two.
Gatsby party.
Yeah, fucking Great Gatsby party, which Gatsby parties were all about excess and like just, no rules and you can do whatever you want. And like, you must be kidding me. People are not getting food stamps and you shut the government down and you guys are doing a fucking Great Gatsby party. Are you serious? Are you out of your mind? These people are mad. These people are absolutely mad.
Yeah, Kendra makes a good point. She says Mark Kelly and Hakeem are in on it too. I'm not sure what you mean about Mark Kelly because he was the one actually blaming Schumer, at least in the last interview I saw. But Hakeem Jeffries did go on TV and he was asked, do you think Chuck Schumer can continue to be leader and should he still be leader? He said yes and yes. So absolutely. Jeffries is the next on the thing. And that was, I totally forgot this part. So now this bill is going to go to the House, right? So that means Johnson is going to have to bring the House in session, which means Adelita Grehev, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce her name, from Arizona.
Grahova, I think.
Is that her name, Grahova? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, her is going to get sworn in. So we're going to have the signatures for the Epstein files. So that stuff has to get done. We have to hold our representatives. But the thing is, I'm not even sure if the bill can pass the House. Because if we can get the Democratic caucus united against the bill,
please, man,
and
Jesus.
there's got to be some Republicans that are vulnerable to the whole healthcare ACA thing.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, maybe. I hate to say it, but she's been breaking away pretty hard from the MAGA movement.
And Mark Johnson went on. So the Republicans won't be able to say, "Oh, I'm going to vote for this bill and then vote for the ACA thing later," because they said that'll happen. Mark Johnson went on record. I think we're going to play that later, saying, "No, I'm not going to vote on this." So. They have no wiggle room. We can pressure them. We need to find who these representatives are that are vulnerable, the Republicans, and we need to squeeze the fuck out of them with our phone calls. And same thing with the Democrats.
I agree.
Jeffries needs to go.
Kendra, you're absolutely right. They are all mostly AIPAC. Jeffries is one of the biggest recipients of lobbying money from that country. We cannot say or we will not get views. This is hard. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so enough about that. We got a lot of videos I want to get through in the next half hour. Are you good to go over like 10 minutes if we have to?
Yeah.
James?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm worried about Rufus.
I took him for a walk. I took him for a walk earlier because I wanted to.
I'm
mad. I'm just like, I need to get on this show. This is going to be my therapy for the day. Let's
I'm
yell.
telling you, man.
Let's shout. Let's
I'm telling
fucking
you.
get pissed off.
All right, so I got something good for you guys. There is a massive rift growing on the right. Massive rift growing on the right. And I think we're about to see the entire movement eat itself. Okay, and this is something that I've always been curious about. Like at some point, because we've seen Israel's been good at doing this stuff. Shit, I said the name. The country that we're not supposed to say, not that one. Just that was just random Tourette's or something. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck it, whatever. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna.
Let's go.
Huh?
Schmittriel. Let's just call that.
Yeah.
Schmitt.
So anyway, we're going to talk about how we have replaced Charlie Kirk already. Erica Kirk has completely moved on, and every time she makes an appearance, she just makes it worse. Because everybody on the right now is starting to think that she's in on it. Oh, what I was saying is about Donald Trump's base. Sorry, I took my medicine before the show. My vegetables.
Gotcha.
Donald Trump's base consists of half pro that country, Christians and Jewish people should unite because of the Bible, something. And then you have the Nazi group that does not like Jewish people. It's just a fact. Most of the anti-Semitism, if not all of it, comes from the right. So now there's a massive rift growing because there is all the politicians, and MAGA's not happy about this. All the politicians are in their pocket, and MAGA is getting freaked out about it. So I think we're about to see this whole thing eat itself because the influencers like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and Candace Owens, who have tens of millions of followers collectively, are not for this country. And then we have news hosts and Charlie Kirk clones out there promoting it. So again, this is a massive deal because this whole movement's about to implode. But first, I want to talk about the new kid, the Charlie Kirk clone, Brylan Hollyhand. Again, still like the whitest name I've ever heard in my life.
It sounds like you're saying affluence, just with that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the replacement. He's a 19-year-old punk kid who's been brainwashed by religion, who is now going out trying to brainwash other people about religion and tell other people how they should live their lives, even though he's 19 years old and can't even grow a beard. But here's some of this stuff. But he's big deal now. He's on Fox News. Donald Trump has promoted his stuff. Like they're trying to find a replacement for Charlie Kirk, and I think they're having problems. So here is him. This is some of the stuff he's saying about the left. We're so open-minded that our brains have fallen out, I think is what he says, which is weird.
The left grew so open-minded that their brains fell out, Trace. And just last night, they elected a socialist to be their party leader. Our generation understands, and we saw it in the Q&A debates tonight, that socialism is the gateway drug to communism.
So
Gen Z is waking up to push back against that.
Yeah, Eric. Jesus.
Socialism is the gateway to communism. Man, they will just say anything, man.
They have no idea what they're saying. They don't know what either of those three. You just have to call them out. It's like, tell me, what is socialism? What is communism? And they're never going to be able to say it. But that guy just has you know how there's when you take a picture, it's like the negatives. He's the there's charisma, which is what the picture you take, and he is the charisma of the negative version of that.
Right.
That's what
It's been reported that he gets paid up to $7,500 per appearance. And we also know that this country that we're not supposed to talk about, that I did not name earlier by accident. You know what I mean? I'm gonna crash out, man. I can't do this anymore. These people, it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much. Anyway, all right. So now we have Ted Cruz calling out the anti-Semitism from the right, which is actually appropriate. But he is another AIPAC person, very much so. As a matter of fact, he said that he got into the Senate just to help this country. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on here, man?
In the last 6 months, I have seen more anti-Semitism on the right than at any time in my lifetime. It is rising on the right, and it is dangerous. And if we look away, if we refuse to denounce it, if we are scared of it, it could destroy the Republican Party just like it has destroyed the Democrat Party. I think we have an obligation to stand up, to speak out. Many elected Republicans are terrified to say anything. And I think this is a moment where everyone decides, where do you stand? Are you willing to stand up and speak the truth? And it is going to matter in the coming years whether our party and even more fundamentally our country survives.
I can't stand his whole faux Wolverine look, you know. If he was to, you know how Wolverine has the claws that come out of his hands, his knuckles, he would have butt plugs that come out of his knuckles. I can't stand it. But it's funny you were talking about. He says that he exists only for Schmittriel.
He does.
which is exactly what Schumer has said. Again, this is why this country is in the wrong direction, because even the opposition party is a controlled opposition favoring Shittriel.
Yeah.
Chuck Schumer's asked in this just recently this year with this MAGA regime, with the ICE Gestapo, with everything that's happening, with the recession incoming, he says his number one priority is making sure the Democratic Party is pro Shittriel. Really? That's your priority? You need to go.
Right. All right. So watch this next clip, because this is full on propaganda. And this is Mark Levine. This is the guy that we just had on the last video, who says if you reject Judaism and Christianity, you're against America. It's like, what the fuck? We were founded on the basis of freedom of religion. So I can freely reject anything I fucking want to. You know what I'm saying? But now they're trying to say we should support them. This is on fucking national television, man.
This is our country. We're celebrating our country. Every July 4th, we're celebrating
Fucking
the
annoying
principles
voice.
that undergird our
does.
country. If you reject
God.
Judaism and you reject Christianity and you reject the link of the two, you reject the Bible. If you reject
the Bible.
Judaism and Christianity and the brotherhood and the sisterhood of the two, not only are you rejecting our founding, you're rejecting our country. You're pushing some other...
Was he the inspiration for Mickey Mouse's voice? What in the fuck is going on?
Right.
He's old enough to have been. What in the fuck is happening? Uncle Fester. Yeah, Pamela says Uncle Fester. God, what
All
an
right, so
annoying voice.
I'm going to drop some knowledge on you here for a second. Palestinians, by blood, are more Semitic. They have more ties to the times of Jesus Christ by blood than anybody in Israel.
yeah,
Damn it, I said it again. Fuck. I made
How
it
am I
38
doing better at
minutes.
this than you are? What the fuck?
I've done it twice, right? You know what I mean? It's so hard to censor yourself when you're talking about this stuff. But
Just say Shittriel. Just it's way easier. Shittriel, I promise.
yeah. I don't know what we do. What do you think? I like. What are our options at this point? 'Cause this is-
Code word. Just say Shittriel.
No, I'm talking about like in the future.
Oh.
How do we? I don't see how we vote our way out of this. Is I guess the big problem.
We have to stop settling for fucking centrists for starters. And I'm telling this is actually the time now to have these divisions, right? This is the time to get a party aligned on some issues, and this is why we need to absolutely castigate these fucking centrists that are trying to blame Kamala's loss on trans people or being too woke or whatever. That was never the fucking case.
Right.
These people are not to be listened to, and we need to absolutely excoriate the people that are pro Gaza genocide, because it is just not only is it a political loser, it is a humanitarian issue that people can unite around and say, yeah, that's actually fucking bad. So we need to stop settling for these candidates, and we sure as fuck need to stop Gavin Newsom. That man is going to destroy this country.
Like, how did it become? I don't understand how it became like anti-Semitic, because if you look it up, Semitic people are Arabic. They speak Semitic languages, so it's Arabic, Hebrew, and Aramaic, I think, which makes Palestinians. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be anti-Semitic if you're supporting Semitic people. Semitic on Semitic crime, isn't it? You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a tricky situation.
Well, it's just we have to keep pushing back on this. Like, anytime someone says you're criticizing Israel, that means you're anti-Semitic, and I say no, equating Judaism with Israel is anti-Semitic, and you are a disgusting Nazi. Never speak to me again. Turn it around on them.
Show me, like, this is why I think this is what I forgot to say earlier, is like, show me in the Bible where it says Jewish people are the chosen people. If I'm not mistaken, it says God's children, like the chosen people are God's children. Like, all of us are the chosen people. Humans are the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if in the Bible, it does say if you reject Jesus, you also reject God himself. And if I'm not mistaken, a certain population really rejected Jesus back in the day. I'm just saying, like, how did it become like, okay, we're the chosen people? And this is all after World War II. All after World War II. These are the Jews that left Germany before the Holocaust and just went and decided, hey, this is where we're going to go. And when they initially moved to that land, the Arabic people welcomed them. They were welcomed. They were refugees, and they were being, you know what I'm saying? And now they're just destroying an entire population of people. They're really just trying to wipe them off the map. There is no ceasefire. Like, what ceasefire?
All fake. Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of that shit. I'm so tired of it, and we have to call it out somehow.
I agree. I think that's the important thing, is to shift the conversation. Anyone who says it's anti-Semitic to equate Judaism, just say, actually, it's anti-Semitic for you to claim that, or excuse me, to blame Israel. We need to turn that back on them, say, no, it's actually anti-Semitic for you to say the Jewish religion is the same as Israel. Shame on you. Turn it around. We cannot accept this dialogue anymore.
The Zionists in Israel, which are just basically religious extremists, no different than Hamas, are the ones running Israel. Okay, they do not represent Judaism. Their actions do not. They believe that no law applies to them. They've come out and literally said international law does not apply to us. They have nuclear weapons. Why are we not talking about that? We have a country that has nuclear weapons with zero oversight from other countries. Like, we have no fucking clue what their nuclear program is like. Doesn't that bother anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are people that want to bring about the end times. They actively believe if they bring about the end times, they will get eternal heaven, or, you know, live wonderfully in heaven in the afterlife. This is what these people believe. They are religious zealots. They're nut jobs, just like MAGA Christians. They don't represent all of Christianity.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? You cannot say all Christians are like these fucking racist Nazis. That's not true.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't trust a fucking Christian evangelical with the goddamn nuclear weapons. So why would I trust any religious extremists, whether it be Zionists, whether they be, jihadists?
Al Qaeda, yeah, right. It doesn't matter, right? You know, the religious extremism.
I wouldn't trust a sane person. I wouldn't trust a sane person with a nuclear weapon, guys. No one should have one. I think we should just get rid of all the nuclear weapons. I went fucking Looney Tunes on that.
So
no people should have nuclear weapons.
I agree. Nukes should not exist. It should, if we're doing nuclear energy, fine. But weapons, come on. Why? It feels like our whole world is just hell bent on destroying itself. It's crazy. Anyway, let's go back to the Rift, the MAGA Rift, because it is happening. We have a little bit of a longer video, but we're going to be able to pause it and comment on it. Where they're calling people like Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, and they're saying that they are not MAGA and you should no longer listen to them. This is fantastic. I'm so enjoying this Rift.
Carlson, who is an
hold up. Let me
a dishonest interlocutor and a terrible friend.
A dishonest interlocutor. Oh my, that sounds serious.
No, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors.
The knives are officially out for Tucker Carlson, and the people holding them are becoming increasingly unhinged.
He has chosen to take on the mantle of leader of a modern-day Hitler Youth.
Remember when the left would call everybody racist, and everyone would be like, wow, you're crazy. Well, it seems to have come full circle now, hasn't it?
We must call evil by its name. Tucker Carlson is the most dangerous anti-Semite in America.
Oh, shit, bro.
Did you have a head in?
He just said Tucker Carlson is the biggest anti-Semite in the United States. Holy shit.
Man, it's kind of hard to do, you know?
I mean, you're right. If the shoe fits.
Broken clock is right to say,
But I'm just loving this right on right. Just the breakup is just amazing. I'm telling you guys, it's happening.
Jewish? Is Mark Levin Jewish too? I didn't know that.
Is he? I don't know. I'll look it up. Let me play the video. I can look it up.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You become a full-blown, out-of-the-closet Jew.
Let's hear from the Addams Family version of Mickey Mouse.
Whether it's Tucker Carlson.
Oh, what did you say?
Or whether it's Nick Fuentes. What happened to you?
My bad.
You become a full-blown, out-of-the-closet Jew hater. For 6 months, I've been fighting these bastards. Whether it's Tucker Carlson or whether it's Nick Fuentes. And I've been looking over my shoulder looking for help. And you know what I found? Nothing. We're here today to do something about this.
Yeah, he is.
What do you mean we don't cancel people? We canceled David Duke. We canceled Pat Buchanan. You're damn right we're going to cancel them and deplatform them.
They have no clue how bad this looks, do they? It's also quite ironic that these people are holding signs that read, "Tucker is not MAGA," when
I'm
Mark
telling
Levin
you.
and Ben Shapiro were both the loudest shrieking never-Trumpers in 2015. Ben Shapiro did not vote for Donald Trump, while Mark Levin did so reluctantly. Now they get to decide who is MAGA? The attacks on Tucker came in fast and furious at this event. Let's take a look.
I have the distinct displeasure of serving with two overt anti-Semites, Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Some days I marvel at their stupidity. Other days, at their evil. It makes my stomach crawl.
I told you it's so good, right?
I don't know why that was so
I
funny.
see somebody with a sign said Tucker is not MAGA.
This
I guess
guy
I gotta
can't
put his name out
stand
there.
this guy, man.
That's
Who is
not
he?
MAGA. Israel is.
I forget
one
his
of our
name,
greatest
but he's
allies.
Israeli paid
And for
fucking
people to
fuck. I'll
think
say the name.
otherwise,
He's paid by them. He's an
You
influencer
fall
that's
in one or
directly
two
paid by them.
categories. You're either ignorant or you simply hate Jews. I don't want to hear the "I'm just asking questions" no more.
He is definitely
I
not
humbly
Jewish.
submit all today, perhaps it's time that once again we took out the trash.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you'll hear them say, "Oh, well, we're just criticizing
Who is this?
Israel, the government."
I forget this guy's name.
But any honest person will
I think it is.
acknowledge the
I think it
difference
is.
between a healthy political debate
Jewish too?
No,
and a
most
sick attack.
most of these people are not.
between legitimate scrutiny and lies, blood libels, and propaganda. Don't let the "we're just criticizing Israel" crowd get away with it.
Fuck Israel.
We're surrounded by
Clip that, chat.
Fuck yeah, clip that shit. Yeah, that's I would follow them on YouTube if you guys could. That's where I got this video. But it shows you that there is a massive rift. I told you, James, I'm good at doing this shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
seeing this. There are a massive rift forming on the right and is going to eat itself. So Donald Trump is, one, they're losing the narrative. People are losing faith in Donald Trump. His approval ratings are in the toilet.
Yeah.
In the 30s. In the 30s, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's like the worst approval rating of any president.
It's probably going to
since
go up
Poland.
now the Democrats caved because he's going to come out there puffing his chest like, I made them cave. I did nothing. I actually
all it
tore down
was,
the
man.
East Wing Ballroom and I made it happen. But they
Yeah.
came to me on both knees and I said, kiss the ring, bitch.
Right, and here's the thing: like he is offering now to give us $2,000 stimulus checks, tariff rebate checks, $2,000. So you're not going to have food stamps eventually because they're desperately trying to cut it. It's part of Project 2025,
right?
And you're not going to have health insurance because you can't afford it because the ACA subsidies they're going to vote against them. So enjoy that $2,000. It's going to last you less than a fucking month.
Hold on.
And then what?
I want to pump the brakes on that. Let's not take the $2,000 thing seriously.
No.
It's the same thing.
You're not going to get
Yeah.
it. You're not going to get it.
It's
You're
never going to happen. It's the whole thing. Like we have concepts of a plan. Infrastructure week. We would have a plan.
2 weeks.
Talk to me
2
in
weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, people. We're going to have it 2 weeks. Come back to me in 2 weeks. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best plan. Best plan ever.
Bro.
Anyways, I have to go to Mar-a-Lago. I hear there's children. Excuse me.
Yeah, one of the
it's never
clips
happened.
I actually had was of Dr. Oz, and they were asking him about like, what are you going to do for health insurance? And they have no idea. They have no
never
plan.
do.
They have no plan. Okay, because they're corporate. They're all corporate owned. We are finding out now that Dante. I don't know if you heard this story. I don't know if we talked about it last time, but the ballroom. Okay, so a lot of the companies that are donating to the ballroom. Donald Trump has given these companies $220+ billion with a B dollars in government contracts.
Yeah.
And now they are in return
tax
giving
breaks,
him fucking kickbacks.
Yeah, it's pure corruption.
Out in the open, every Donald Trump does something impeachable almost on a daily fucking basis. Y'all freaked out when Obama wore a goddamn tan suit. Fox News went fucking nuts. They called it unpresidential. Are you serious? You guys tried for 4 years to impeach Joe Biden.
They got
for
upset
doing a good job.
They got upset at Humper Biden. Well, I mean, those pictures. They got upset at Hunter Biden because he got a job.
Right.
How dare he get a job? And then Trump and his fucking hell spawn of loins goes and does this kind of corrupt shit on a daily. Kushner is out making deals with the Saudis, all this shit. But going back to the rift, I mean, it's the classic leopards eating faces party. And we were talking about this previously because people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson, all these people you were fine with when they were echoing white nationalist talking points about black people, about Muslims, about trans people, about the disabled. You were fine with all of that.
Yeah.
But now that's the thing. Every time with these racists, that they circle the bowl, and that shit shoots right back up and hits you in the face, Ben Shapiro. And that's exactly what we're fucking seeing. They have no one to blame but themselves.
I agree.
And I love that for them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's happening. I just, video just came out. I saw a tweet on it right just a second ago. So I downloaded the video. Weird again, because we did talk about a certain somebody yesterday. Hopefully it's formatted correctly, because I'm not going to format it. This is kind of weird. Why is Erica Kirk in the White House? First of all, her husband
Why
wasn't a
is any of the
politician.
fucking people that get in there in the White House?
I
I
feel
could
like-
get in the White House at this point.
I
just
feel
have to
like-
put on a suit.
Yeah, I feel like
You know,
they're
walk in.
trying to warm people up to the idea of JD Vance and Erica Kirk maybe running. I didn't think about
I
this.
agree.
Maybe running for office together in 2028, because Trump's he's got one foot in the grave. Like, we have a total weekend at Bernie situation going on right now. I feel like, because everybody's like them in a relationship, like they're fucking, which could be true. Maybe they're setting them up to be, first lady. Because right now we have a pedophile for president and a mail order bride as first lady. Fuck. But yeah, I feel like they're trying to set us up for some kind of JD Vance Erica Kirk combo, because here she is at the White House. This just came out.
Where's Erica?
He's just a doddering grandpa. Jesus Christ.
He's asking for her. Where's Erica?
Where's Erica? Where's Erica? Erica, do you have my bottle? I need my bottle, please. You want my blankie? I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep in the chair. This is the footage where he fell asleep in the chair, isn't it?
No, this I
it's the
think
same
is
press
new.
conference.
Is this the same
Oh,
press
okay.
conference? Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe somebody just found the video clip just now. I'm not
it's
buying
weird.
it, bro. I'm not buying it.
something's
Like,
up.
if you buy this whole Charlie Kirk death thing, I'm sorry. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this is like soap opera acting bad. It's like when stupid people run false flag operations. That's what it feels like to me. You know what I mean? They tried to pull a Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, 2.0.
You know what's crazy about that? After Charlie Kirk got shot, my mom came to me. She's 81 years old. Came to me. She goes, "Why does this feel like Butler, Pennsylvania?" I was like, "Yo,
There's
my
a fucking
mom
reason
said
for that. Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying?" So, yeah. Anyway, all right, moving on. Even Trump is now apparently turning on Marjorie Taylor Greene. Here's the video of that. And then I have a fantastic video of Steve Bannon just to give us all a little bit of hope here in a second.
I passed a great, big, beautiful bill, which is the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. So when somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's now catering to the other side, I don't know what, I guess she's, got some kind of vernacular, but I'm surprised at her. But when somebody like Marjorie goes over and starts making statements like that, it shows she doesn't know.
Bro, Marjorie Taylor Greene has been one of Donald Trump's biggest, I'm surprised she doesn't cup his balls while he takes a piss. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much Marjorie
There's no
Taylor
evidence
Greene-
that she doesn't,
there's
Marjorie, a little to the left, please. A little to the left, yes. Higher. There we go. That's the spot.
Pipe bomber Barbie.
Pipe bomber Barbie. Ha ha! Wait. Say it again. Say it again.
Pipe bomber Barbie. It's so good. Yeah, there's some memes out there with her. Yeah,
That's a good one. Wow.
It was like a toy, like a Barbie doll, and it's
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene in the exact outfit of the pipe bomber, and it's got pipe bombs and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
You know what I was saying? There was another tweet today, or maybe it was on Blue Sky. I can't remember which, but there was this AI product was reviewing footage of the pipe bomber, and it analyzed it based on his gait, the way he walked, and said it's actually some police cop or something. That's like, wow, enjoy your libel lawsuit, Mr. Tech Company. Have
No
a great
shit.
time with that.
Right.
Wow.
They had a mask and a hood on, and I somehow magically identified them. Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
this stuff with Marjorie Taylor Greene, we should not take again. Same thing with like the $2,000 checks. This is not to be taken at face
Grain
value.
of salt, please.
Obviously,
Yes.
a farce. It's all a farce. It's all an act to fuel whatever their political agenda is, which we may not know at the moment, but it will become clear soon. And most likely with Marjorie Taylor Greene, she wants to run for Senate or run for POTUS, and that's all it is.
I think that's what it is, but she does understand that her constituents are not happy. That's the only thing that she's come out and said.
Which is why she's stacking.
Right. So we'll see what's happening. Like I said, there's now Republicans are calling out other Republicans. This is a good thing. This is a very, very positive thing. The more they just disrupt themselves, we keep doing our thing and putting pressure on them while they implode.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we watch them implode and enjoy every fucking second of it. Just to give you a little bit of hope to get it before we get out of here, I want to show you a clip of Steve Bannon, because Steve Bannon just came out and really admitted, just flat out admitted, that if we don't win the next election,
wait, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I have an idea. Don't spoil it. I have an idea.
What?
Just play the clip. I have an idea.
Okay.
Tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
Yes!
Facts.
Yes, we're gonna do it.
Facts, baby.
You hear that? You hear that, everybody? We're gonna fucking do it. Bannon, we're gonna put you in fucking jail. You're gonna go back to jail, motherfucker. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna have you bending over to get that fucking soap. That's what we're gonna do. In power, and we're gonna take all you motherfuckers that bombed, that stole kids, that pepper sprayed protesters, and you're going to jail. You hear me? You're going to jail.
Dude, I'm fucking dying. Yes, please. Yeah, so
positive. Let's get some energy.
They're not going to stop.
Touchdown.
They're getting more and more and more radical. And we have to counter that. And what do we have to counter it with? We have to counter it with more action, more intense action.
More intense action. Okay, he's not talking about voting. He's talking about action, physical action.
More urgency. We're burning daylight. If you look across every aspect of this, we have to codify what President Trump has done by executive order, right?
Gladys said, James, how do you really feel?
we
that
have
is
to
such a good
codify it.
comment.
I expressed it.
And people say, well, they're just going to be messing bills and pass Senate. We got to put aside these structural barriers and get on with it. President Trump today gave to the Senate when they came over for breakfast. Even Lindsey Graham, some of the guys that liked, and some of these institutions, I understand. This is a very tough decision to make. And you're going to see some people in the conservative movement that not in a million years, because I talked to him today, quite frankly, I had Hawley on the show this morning, Josh Hawley, and he's talking about it, and I'm trying to play the institution. Well, they called me up this afternoon and said, let's go through the 10 reasons we need to do it. And these are heavy hitters on what I would call the constitutional, limited government constitutionalist in our movement.
I hate that they use that term, constitutionalist. You're actually shitting all over the Constitution and trying to find ways to destroy it. Exactly. But here's my problem, because we have maybe one opportunity to vote and to get this shit straight.
One shot, one opportunity,
and that's the midterms. Because if we can't get past the midterms correctly, we're fucked. We're cooked. And this is just only going to get worse, because they cannot change the Constitution. They cannot change an amendment without 2/3 vote, which they do not have. They will never have 2/3 vote unless they have a supermajority, which they will not get because they're desperately unpopular right now. So the only other option they have is to somehow use force.
Yeah, the military.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to not leave. They're not leaving. Like, do they act like they're planning on going anywhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, Donald Trump took a $400 million jet that's not even going to be ready until the end of his term. He's building a fucking ballroom that's not going to be ready until after he leaves his term. They're not, you know what I mean? They're out there doing crimes on a daily basis. Do you honestly think they're going to let somebody come back into office, lose power, just to go to jail? Because that's where they're all going. These people are going to get Nuremberg trialed, and I hope every single fucking one of them is held accountable for what they've done to this country. They're all traitors, and they need to be held accountable.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I noticed about that video. And keep in mind, Bannon has already been to jail, right?
Right, he's already a fucking felon.
Yeah, he's already had a cellmate. You know, he's already had to go on that prison food diet, and I don't think it agreed with his skin tone. And his
as a matter of fact, he was crying like a little bitch every day he was in there.
So I think the fact that I personally, maybe it's an act, but I don't think it is. Like, looking at that, I'm like, that seems like a dude who is reading the tea leaves. And, Steve Bannon, he's not a smart dude, but he does think ahead.
Yeah.
So that strikes me as a guy who knows what's up, right? He knows what could potentially happen.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, him and Stephen Miller are the two that are probably the most dangerous out of the crew, I think. The Heritage Foundation included in Stephen Miller.
And so the fact that he's that scared and that desperate, I think is first of all, anytime Steve Bannon is scared or desperate is hope for this fucking country.
It's a good sign.
Let's take that for what it's worth.
Right.
But the fact that he's so scared shows that there is power in this moment. There is power in what we're doing. And it's going to, again, be a sign that the Democrats are going to try, when they get in power, just like they facilitated today. Jesus, I can't speak. The same way that they totally bent the knee today, they're gonna, if they get in power, 26 or 28, they're going to do the same fucking thing, right? It's going to be fucking the Nixon resignation. Okay, I'll give you a pardon all over again. We cannot let that happen. Now is the time to push our elected officials to do what's right, to take action, to use their power. And if they're not going to do it, get the fuck out of our fucking way.
Right.
So same thing with Newsom, with Pritzker, with any of these Democratic elected governors who have power to call the National Guard and force ICE out, or to force their police departments and their other jurisdictions to start prosecuting these ICE criminals and terrorists and pedophiles. They need to start doing it, and now is the time. Because if they don't, there will never be another opportunity. If not now, when?
Right. The more power they gain, the harder it's going to be to overcome this obstacle. But you know what I'm saying? Time is of the essence. Like, that's why I always feel like I should be out on the streets in D.C. and not here at my house in Pennsylvania.
I get it.
All right. Speaking of D.C., Mike and I will both be in Washington, D.C. in 10 days. Mike will be there on the 21st. He'll be there on the 21st. I'll be there on the 20th. So I'm going back down to the Veterans Sit-In at UD Station, hanging out with everybody. And I'm trying to get a hold of somebody at Flair who's hosting the event, who I have a good relationship with, trying to get a good spot for the protest itself, which is on the 22nd. We will be live streaming it all on YouTube. We'll be doing some stuff on Facebook as well. If you're not following me on Facebook, just hit 100,000 followers, which is fucking mad. I still can't comprehend that. We'll be doing some live streaming on there as well. But Dropkick Murphys will be performing, and if you want to watch it all, join our show, subscribe, share this video, let us get the word out, and help us break through this stupid-ass algorithm. But other than that, James, you got anything else? I think we covered everything up pretty thoroughly.
Fucking down with Schumer and primary everybody.
I agree.
What else can you fucking say after this week?
I agree. We have very limited opportunities to fix this, and we have to be out in the streets. We just have to, because it's obviously working. They're paranoid. They're panicking.
Yeah, if that video of Bannon says anything, 100% they're panicking.
Right. If they're panicking, that means what we're doing is working. So that means we have to continue to do it, if not more. We have to be louder and more obnoxious than we've ever been in our entire lives. Because our very freedom, our food, everything is at stake. Like the whole democracy on the ballot, like fucking freedom is on the ballot right now.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Do you like the way we used to have like normal, boring politics, or do you want this shit? Where greedy ass politicians and fucking billionaires line their pockets while quite literally using hunger as a weapon. That's what they did. They weaponized hunger against
enriching themselves all along the way.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Anyway, love you guys. We'll be back on tomorrow at 9 o'clock with Liz Mkhitaryan, founder of Stop Moms for Liberty. Going to be talking about the last election that just happened because they got their fucking asses handed to them. I believe they lost every single one they tried to run it, so that's good.
Basically a 10 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic, which means the people are tired of the culture war bullshit. They start to see what they are, and they're not for the kids or protecting the kids, okay? They're dangerous.
Yep.
They are essentially the branch of Project 2025 and Heritage Foundation specifically to target education and kids.
The Branch
So they are
Covidiots.
Yeah, they're pretty much one of the most dangerous groups, I think. And they're actually been labeled an extremist group, I believe, too, by SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center. Yeah, so anyway, we'll be talking about that tomorrow. Join us at 9 o'clock with Liz and Mike. And then, like I said, 10 days, I will be back in D.C. broadcasting it all for you guys. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Again, if you want to donate to the cause, we do have a small GoFundMe set up for this trip. It is in the link tree, which is in the description of the video. And we appreciate your support. Love you all. Thank you. Have a good night.